A Galveston chef has earned the title of the 2024 World Food Champion and $150,000 in the World Food Championships final table. Chef Bethany Boedicker joins us live in Studio A. She brought with her some treats to talk about the competition and how she plans to use the prize money. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Good morning.
We appreciate your time. Talk to us about how you got into to cooking, to being a chef, and what inspired you.
Well, it actually started out with my family in Ohio. My grandmothers were very big into baking. It's one of my fondest memories.
Yeah, being in the kitchen.
Being in the kitchen, and I always loved to be in the kitchen. So that's kind of where things led. It was just a natural thing for me. I've always wanted to cook, even from a young age.
And so how long have you been in the kitchen as a professional?
Over a decade now.
Wow, more than a decade.
Yeah.
Did you ever thought you'd be where you are today?
Not in my wildest dreams did I ever think that I would be where I'm at today.
How did this take shape?
Well, I had an acquaintance at the hotel, Nancy Manlove. I'm sure some of Houston knows her already, as well as Galveston. She's been instrumental in my journey. She was a competitor for World Food Championships, and she actually gave me a golden ticket and was like, hey, you want to come compete? And I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. And that was 3 years ago. And so I've been doing it ever since.
Wow. Talk to us about the dish that secured the top spot for you.
Well, my first 2 rounds I had to cook savory, which I am classically trained.
Cook savory?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm classically trained, but savory's not my everyday muscle,
Yeah.
So by the 3rd round when I got to pastry, I knew if I could make it past the first 2, my 3rd round was gonna be it. My dish name was Natural Selection. It was based on an art installation at Crystal Bridges, Exquisite Creatures. So this artist took all of nature's things, insects, birds, snakes,
plants,
everything,
trees,
everything.
Yeah.
Yes, with natural color. Nothing in there was touched up, nothing was painted, and he made these installations. So Natural Selection on my plate played on some of those items in that room. We did a pulled sugar bowl. We used meringue to mimic bones and char. We used flowers, because there's some exotic flowers in there as well. So we
all edible.
All edible. Everything on the plate was edible, and we just pulled from that installation. So.
Wow, that's really incredible. What was going through your mind during this competition? I could not imagine the pressure associated with something like this.
So much pressure. It's so exciting to do it, though. It's a rush. It's a continual rush. So the competitions are just back to back. Like, you are nonstop from the minute you set foot, and you just keep going.
You just keep going. Whether your head's there or not.
Exactly.
Right? You got to show up and just move forward. I think this was maybe the dish that you were just talking about, we just saw pop up. What did you bring with you today?
So this actually won me my final table trip last year, except for I did it in the form of a cake. We named it the Texican. It's a chili cayenne cake, and it has a horchata buttercream, and then it's stuffed with dulce de leche, as well as a cayenne and chili ganache. And then we topped it with a pecan brittle.
Wow, that sounds tasty, very tasty. I also understand that you competed alongside family members. Who and what was that journey like? What was that experience like?
So my husband and my son are my sous chefs. Not classically trained. My son is a student, and my husband owns an AC company. But it really is a family affair when we go in there. They always come in clutch, and they do everything I ask them to do to perfection.
No matter how crazy the idea is.
We were popping sugar balloons, less than 12 hours before a competition, making sure that the thing was going to work, and we understood the assignment. So for sure.
I love that. And creating those memories along the way.
Absolutely.
Are, I'm sure, totally worth it.
They are.
Yeah. What will you do with this money? What does this money mean to you?
For me, the money is life-changing. I absolutely plan on tithing to my church. I believe in giving back for opportunities that I've been given.
Paying it forward.
Paying it forward, exactly. And then also, my dream has always been to open my own shop, so I'm very excited to be able to move forward with that. And so that's the other part of that plan. The rest of it, I'll probably save for as needed things.
Yeah. Breaking into, what would be your message to people who are looking to break into the culinary scene? I hear it's a tough one. I hear it's not easy to do, and there's a lot of odd hours, long shifts, grueling work. What would you say to people who are in the middle of that adversity right now?
Well, my oldest son, who competes with me, is wanting to go into the culinary route. He's 17. I told him he needs to get a job as a line cook and really feel that out and make sure. But he's seen me work all the holidays and all the long hours and the dedication that's needed to this job. But also you get the rewards of this job. You get the rewards of seeing customers happy, clients coming back, the positive things said about the food and the things that you create, because it really is an art. Despite all of the labor that goes into it, I wouldn't change my career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, food really does anchor our culture and all cultures at the center of what people do and how we gather together. It's food. And so to see that turned into a form of art is really incredible.
Absolutely. If you put food somewhere, people will come.
Yeah, that they will.
They will.
That they will. We work in a newsroom. We know how that works.
Exactly.
Bethany Boedicker, thank you so much. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time this morning.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.